Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this wordage that they want to trace and put on a coffee mug. And I've done several of these tracing handwriting or signatures, and this one worked pretty well. And I've done several videos on it, but I thought I'd show you how to make your life a little bit easier. For the one I'm doing it for, I cropped out. So to crop something, you've got to make sure it's selected, and then you get your crop tool and you just crop it out. Now it's already pretty small, so I don't have to do anything to it. But I was going to show you the difference between these two. Cropping more stuff out. That's pretty easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But grab this and go, I'm going to actually convert it to a bitmap and grayscale. I'm going to do both of them. Bitmap, convert to bit. I normally don't do this, but it works better on this. Then I'm going to go trace bitmap, outline trace, clip art. And I use clip art majority of the time. But I'm going to up the detail all the way. Now I'm going to hit OK and move it over. So all this woman's fingerprint, I have to delete. So why trace it? So all you have to do is take this model, or take this one, and use your shape tool to add like a node right there, add like a node right there, and then just bring this down. So get rid of stuff you don't need to trace. It's less stuff you have to garbage. I think it's less work for Corel. And, like I can actually see some wordage on the back of this paper. So it'd be your benefit to take your shape tool, and it doesn't have to be, perfect, but you want to make sure you don't infringe on any of the other stuff. And you could keep going. So now when we trace this, outline trace, clip art, and I'm going to up the detail again. But look at the stuff I don't have to delete. So then I'm going to take it and I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to object and ungroup it. And then I'm going to start hitting gray spots. Anything that's gray, the inside of the O's. And so it took me a lot less time. And there's actually some other little garbage on those. But I really want this gone because I want to be able to use it. And we're going to change that in a second anyway. I'm actually going to go there. Now we still got a little bit of gray on the outside. Now, and right here, and right here, and right here. So now I'm going to take all this and I'm going to left click, right click. And you see all the interior garbage? That would take you forever to get rid of. I am going to go ahead and take it all and weld it. It doesn't really do anything, but then I'm going to take a rectangle. It did get rid of some of the stuff, but in this case, it doesn't really matter. Excuse me. I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and fill that in, and look at that. Now I can take and what I'm going to do, instead of nudging it down every time, I'm going to group this together. So then that way, when I fill in all the other parts, I can make sure I just get, well, see, I was thinking there was something there. Maybe there's not. So I don't have to nudge every time. I can now move this out of the way and move this down. Now what I want to do is take this and I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to go and break well, I guess it's not a curve. I guess that's just my rectangle. Nope, that is a curve. So with that selected, break curve apart. Then I can get rid of this. So now what I have is clear lead. There's a little bit of black stuff in here. And probably the best thing to do would be to take it now and maybe smooth it up just a hair. Take your smoothing tool. That's too big, say like 0.2. Click on your item where you can see your nodes. And this is a little different because the inside and the outside are totally separate. I'm just going to go over it real quick. Trying not to alter the handwriting, but the handwriting is basically pretty smooth. So you don't want to, like this part right here, the U, you don't want to change that because that's part of the young kids' handwriting. But just take a lot of this smoothness is being taken out because when we traced it, it just doesn't trace good. And you can, do it pretty quick. Don't spend a lot of time on it because you don't want to alter it. You want to make it look like the young person's real handwriting. And then like down here, I'm actually going to take these other things away. And if we grab it and go break curve apart, then you can select these other parts. We want to leave the two of them, the two that are going to be part of it. Well, we're going to leave that. Take the smoothing tool just a little bit. And you can also use the shape tool, but I just want to make it a little bit different. Now, this particular one has two lines. So I'm going to click on it and nudge it out of the way. It's way over there, just delete it. Then, because in the drawing, this was done like with a pencil, and there's like really three of them. And this is what you're going to, just kind of tweak it a little bit. Get your shape tool and click on that and, make it just a little bit bigger. Make it look like that real pencil mark. And then what I do is you can't just grab this and make it black because you're going to get that. So you have to use the Smart Fill tool on black. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And it's really easy. I'm confident I don't have any leaks or I would use a rectangle. But by getting rid of that, and see that O is unique and that Y is unique for the young kids' handwriting. And then what I would do, I would select it all and right click, no outline. And if you bring in the original, that's about as close as you get it. I mean, look at, well, this could be modified, but see right there, you could actually modify that a little bit. I mean, that's kind of a broken line. You could actually fix that. Let's just fix it real quick. Left click, right click. And it's just like in a mat, and you could put it actually on top of the other part, but I would just make a 2-point curve line and go like right there. And well, you've got to be on the line. And I've got to go back to the original and see. Yeah. And then just take that another 3-point curve line and maybe go up from like the river right there. Then just give a little bit of a curve. And I'm probably doing it more bad than good to it right now. Something that isn't it, but probably take this line. Let's back up it totally again. Take this line. It's one of those times I wish I hadn't even started on this part. Kind of make it, maybe even go down into here, because it's just a different stroke. And you'd have to really play with it, but then take away the line. So right click, no outline. And I'm not happy with it. But for the one I'm doing it for, I think it looks pretty good. It's a good start. I mean, everything is pretty much dead on. I mean, even that little, the V, the E, I mean, look at that little bar right there, the little swoop behind there. And then this D is a little thicker. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.